Hey guys, so this will be the next video in my series of videos covering the Vikings props I won through the Reputable Auction House VIP fan auctions. This video will cover an interesting category. It will cover artwork and documents. First off, I have a production-used, hand-painted map of the Silk Road. This style of map is used in the introduction of Season 6A. Ivar the Boneless travels the Silk Road after he is banned from Catacut. This map is absolutely gorgeous. It's also hand-painted, which makes it even more amazing. You can definitely tell a lot of time and effort was put into it. Here's a side-by-side comparison of how the map appears on screen. This one wasn't the one seen on screen, so I'm thinking it might have been a backup. Still, it goes without saying that this is an incredible piece. Just look at that artwork. I also wanted to have at least one map in my collection, and this definitely fits the bill. So next, I have a screen-used East Anglia Treaty. This is one of the coolest Vikings documents I have. It's one of the most important treaties throughout the course of the show. It's the official treaty agreed to by King Alfred after an illegitimate treaty was agreed to by King Egbert. It grants Ragnar's sons and the Vikings the area of East Anglia. Here are screenshots of the treaty on screen in Season 5. It also comes in this cool looking pouch, although you don't actually see this pouch on screen. I think it's cool that you can see the names of the signees, including Ragnar's sons. As you can see here, you can see the names of Alfred, Ivar, Björn, Ubba, and Fitzurk, amongst others, written out on the treaty. The seal here also looks pretty realistic and cool. On an interesting note, they actually had separate documents up for auction for each stage of the East Anglia Treaty. As you can see here, this one is before the seal was pressed. I honestly like the version I got, which is the finished version with the seal finalized. Here are all three side by side. Next, I have a screen-matched, hand-painted Virgin Mary painting that Judith is painting on screen in Season 5. I really like this piece as it is hand-painted on screen, at least partially, by one of the actresses in the show. This is the scene where Judith reveals she has breast cancer to Lagertha and Elswith. Judith explains to Elswith that the color blue comes from a stone called lapis lazuli. She also says it's the most expensive pigment, which is why it is reserved for the Virgin Mary. As you can see the exact places where Judith paints on screen. As you can see on the back of the painting, it has Finished Hero written out. I'm assuming this is referring to it being a finished hero prop. Next, I have screen-used artwork and written documents from the Lindisfarne Monastery in Season 1. The Lindisfarne raid is a pretty iconic scene as it's where Ragnar met Athelstan. It's also a pretty noted event in actual history. These drawings and writing are printed onto the paper. It isn't done by hand, unfortunately. Here's the nice artwork. They also came with these labels notating details about the prop. I do really like that. Here is a horizontally formatted document. It has both writing and a graphic. Here are screenshots of where you can see these documents on screen. They're from one of the most iconic raids of the show. There's also a scene where Floki is closely inspecting, smelling, and even tasting a document similar to these before setting the papers on fire. And lastly, I also have screen-used documents from the Winchester Monastery. These are from episode 3 of Season 2. I believe these are from the scene where Athelstan sees these papers on the monastery tables and is reminded of his past. He then proceeds to write on some of them before being confronted by some monks. As with the Lindisfarne documents, the writing and drawings appear to be printed onto the paper. Pretty intricate, interesting writing, as you can see. These, to be honest, are probably the least cool Vikings props I have in my collection, but I got them for super cheap at only $25 USD. So yeah, those are my artwork and documents from the Vikings TV show. I think they're really cool, needless to say, and I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you tune in for some of my other Vikings videos that will cover some of the other original memorabilia that I have. Thanks for watching, and until next time.